So I just finished watching HBO's The Last of Us Season 2 and it was not good. Now before continuing with the video, I just want to clarify two things. Number one is I'm a big The Last of Us game fan. I have played the games a lot of times and I just simply love them. And actually, my hot take is that the second game is almost as good as the first one. Also, the gameplay is really good. I don't think that anybody can argue with that. I also like that it's just miserable and disgusting, and with Joel gone, Ellie just can't control herself and it's just non-stop suffering. Ellie is just the devil in that game, becoming the thing that Joel was in the first one. And number two is I liked the first season of The Last of Us. I respect the game quite good, and whatever they added into the TV show, which was not in the game, just worked for me. But this season, it's just fucking miserable to watch. And somehow, the cracks start from the very first scene. Now, note that most of these things I'm about to say have already been said online, but I'm going to try and add some other things. In the first scene, we get introduced to Abby, who is sad and devastated, and she's standing flipping nowhere with some of her friends, being like, "Oh no, I have lost my father. Now I'm going to kill Joel Miller." That just fucks up everything for me because it is not surprising anymore. I literally don't understand why they decided to do this so early. Maybe just because to not get Callie and Dever aka Abby hated, but that's like the whole point of the story. You are supposed to hate Abby until her side of the story. Now I want to say one more thing where they made a big mistake, and that is Bella Ramsey. Even if she didn't look like Ellie in the first season, she kind of fit in. She looked like a 14-year-old girl and acted super well. But for this season, she is just awful. This season is supposed to happen 5 years later after the first season, and somehow she doesn't age a bit, and she doesn't even look like a 19-year-old girl. She's like Daemon Targaryen, House of the Dragon. They also decided to make Ellie less mean, which I don't quite understand for a revenge video game. Maybe they thought that Bella was going to be hated for being a maniac or something. Anyways, Abby finds Joel in episode 2, and before she kills him, she talks to him for like 5 flippin' minutes, explaining him why she's doing that, which makes Joel's death so much more lame.
And one doctor. You remember that one? An unarmed doctor you shot in the head. Yeah. That was my dad.
Like, we get explained Abby's side of the story in 2 fucking episodes. What the hell is this? So now Ellie's angry and we are supposed to see the dark side of her, which they did not do, but I will explain that later. So Ellie and Dina arrive to Seattle and they do not really focus on revenge or anything. They are more like in a Twilight movie or some shit, which makes Ellie so much less cooler. She doesn't even make a plan or a big move to murdering Abby's crew, and she is just whiny and unreasonable. Like in one episode, she literally doesn't give a damn about Abby, and suddenly, in the other episode, she's upset with the idea of killing Abby. I know that isn't realistic for a 19-year-old girl to kill 1,000 people or so, but I don't really care. I want her to become a devil, a monster, or whatever. In the game, when Ellie finds out that Dina is pregnant, she's angry and frustrated for her stupidity of not telling Ellie about this. But in the TV show, she's like, "Oh, you're pregnant? No way. This is by far the happiest moment of my life."
I'm gonna be a dad. Yeah.
Dina actually has a much bigger role into the story, and because Ellie is stupid as hell, she is just like the mastermind of this whole thing. Remember when I said I wanted Ellie to become a monster? Well, ladies and gentlemen, Ellie kills fucking nobody! And when she actually kills somebody, it is more like in self-defense. Like even with Nora, she just hits her like a couple of times and leaves her to become a zombie. Everything that Ellie does in this season is either hiding, either running, which is just so annoying in my opinion. The only like good episode of this season is probably episode 6, besides the final part, where it just makes no sense how Ellie finds out that Joel's been lying to her. And also, they included the final scene of the game into this episode, where Ellie forgives Joel, which is so fucking dumb, because that's like the point of the story. You are not supposed to see it until the end. This season, it just makes you appreciate more the second game, which is just fine to me. It just feels like whatever they added into this season, which was not in the game, just makes the story so much worse. If you hadn't played the games, then you wouldn't have this many problems with the TV show. It was really so hard to enjoy and to finish this season. I did not like it. That's why I'm giving it a 5 out of 10.